everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my second video. This is my second video. I am super duper pumped and super duper excited to do this video. I had mentioned in the last video that I was going to make this one all about questions about myself, answering questions about myself. I did put up a questionnaire on my Instagram. Some people send me questions, and then I also have like a lot of questions that I found online that would just, go great with this video. There's some questions, but important questions to know about me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so these are some of the questions. I am filming outside, and there is a little bit of wind, so just in case you guys hear the trees moving, it's because I'm sitting under the trees. But yeah, so I'm super pumped and excited, like I said. Okay, so we are gonna get started. I'm going to put the question right here, and then I will go ahead and answer them. Shouldn't be too hard, but there are some good questions here, so I'm really excited to dig in. All right, let's get started. So the first question is, what's your full name and age? Which I have mentioned this in the last video, but my full name is Jessica Hernandez, or Jessica Hernandez, however you want to pronounce it. And I am actually 21 years old. A lot of people do tell me that I look younger than 21 though, so I don't know. Maybe it's because I kind of have like a baby face, but maybe it's just some people who think that I look under 21. So the next question is, when is your birthday? So my birthday is August 11, 2001. That's why I am 21, and I'm turning 22 in August this year. But yeah, and then the question after that is, what star sign are you? Sorry, bugs. Ugh. Which goes with the birthday question. But I am a Leo, and I've always kind of identified as a Leo. I don't really know why, but I do hear a lot of people say that Leos are very stubborn, and honestly, I can't agree more. I am really stubborn, so I guess it's just my star sign. But yeah, I am a Leo, and moving on to the next question. It says, what is your favorite color? My favorite color did change a lot. I used to be always a blue girl. I love blue everything. Blue is always my to-go, always my favorite color. However, I want to say maybe the end of high school, beginning college, I really got into orange. So that's when my favorite color changed drastically, because it went from blue to orange. And I love orange. I love yellow now, and I used to hate yellow. I used to not like yellow at all, but I've learned to love it, and honestly, I love orange. Orange is my favorite color. That's why I always use the orange, little orange emoji. I'm gonna pop it right here. But yeah, so orange is my favorite color. What is your lucky number? I guess I would say I have two. And I mean lucky numbers, like a lot of people like go really more into depth with them. They're like, yes, this is my lucky number. For me, honestly, I've always just been like, okay, like, if I had to choose, then it would be either 8 or 11. And I have no idea why. Maybe it's because my birthday is in August, which is month 8, and my birthday is the 11th, which is 11. But yeah, I don't know. I've always just liked the number 8 and the number 11. So yeah, those are my lucky numbers, I guess, or my favorite numbers. Next question, moving on. The next question is one of my favorite questions. It says, do you have any pets? And yes, I do have a little kitty, and I love him so much. I'm gonna pop his picture right here. He's so cute. But yeah, so his name is Taurus. He is 1, and I want to say, since we don't know exactly when his birthday is, we adopted him last year. Me and my boyfriend adopted him last year for my brother, for my brother's graduation present last year. And I want to say we adopted him mid-May. and he was already a month old. So he was only a month when we adopted him. So they like, since it was a rescue, they didn't tell us exactly when his birthday was, but they did tell us when he arrived at the shelter, which I want to say it was around April, mid-April or so, which was already like a month. So I don't, like I said, we don't know exactly when his birthday was, but they had just gotten him a few days old. So we, this year for his birthday, we went ahead and made it the same day as my youngest brother's birthday, which is April 20th. So yeah, so we celebrated Doris's birthday on April 20th. It was really nice. We got him a lot of gifts, and he is so very loved, and we are so happy that he is part of our family. He's such a sassy cat. Like, he gives you so much attitude sometimes, and he gets mad at you, like. But yeah, so like, honestly, life has been great ever since we got Doris. I think he has healed us all emotionally, to be honest. To be honest, like, he has been such an amazing little pet, and we adore him. But yeah, so we do have that pet, which is Doris. However, we do have another pet. His name is Taco. He's a turtle. He's technically my brother's. Technically my brother is the owner of Doris and Taco, but since I adopted Doris, then he's still my child. But yeah, so we do have a turtle. His name is Taco. I'll pop the picture right here. He's very adorable. He has gotten so big, and yeah, he just literally just hangs out in his tank, chills, eats, basks, and that's about it. That's all he does. But yeah, so those are our two pets that we have in this household. So the next question is, where are you from? I am from Oaxaca, Mexico, and we are actually from a town that's outside of Oaxaca. It's called Santa Ana Yareni, and we are, you know, part of like a little community. We moved here when I was 9, and we have been living here ever since. But yeah, that is where I'm from. I'm from Oaxaca. Okay, so the next question is, what is your height? I always get shit for this because I say my height is 5 feet. Everybody else tells me I'm 4'11". However, whenever I would go to checkups and stuff, they would tell me, one doctor would say, you're 4'11". The next checkup would be, you're 5 feet. The next checkup would be, you're 4'11". And then just go back and forth, back and forth. So I never really got like a specific, like, okay, this is the height you are. So I always tell myself that I am 5 feet, but honestly, I don't even know what height I am. I maybe will stick to the middle and say I'm 4'11" and a half, but I prefer to say I'm 5 feet. So I would just say that I am 5 feet. I am 5 feet, and I know a lot of people will be like, no, you're not, you're 4'11", but whatever. It's just 1 inch more. But yeah. So next question is, what's your shoe size? I am actually a 6'6.5". It ranges. So I have pretty small feet. Okay, what is your favorite animal? This kind of goes with, do you have any pets? Honestly, I have grown to love cats so much. I used to be such a dog person, and we've only had one dog when we were little. When we used to live in Oaxaca, we had this dog named Toby, and he was a beagle, so cute. And unfortunately, after we left to come here, he kind of stayed by himself. My uncles and my cousins took care of him and everything, and you know, he was really sad, and after some years he did pass away. But yeah, since then I was always a dog person. I never really liked cats, and I still don't like myself for saying that, because I mean, it's true though. I don't want to be fake and say that like I was the biggest cat person. I just wasn't the biggest fan of cats, and I didn't really get, like, you know, too involved in like knowing more about cats and getting to know like their behavior and everything like that until before we got Doris. Before we got Doris, I really did my research on cats and everything like that. so we can kind of get an idea of what he needed when he got with us, and kind of the best way to not buy a cat but adopt a cat. I prefer if people adopt, because there are a lot of cats that, you know, have issues and anything like and stuff like that. And I'm not saying Doris has any issues. He's perfectly fine, he's perfectly healthy, but it's better to, you know, just adopt cats from shelters and stuff that need a home. But yeah, so I would say my favorite animal is a cat, and that kind of, I went on a rant on that, but sorry. But yeah, so favorite animal is cats. Love cats. I also still love dogs, and I would love to have a corgi someday. I just love corgis so much, even though I've never had one. They're so cute. But yeah, okay, so the next question is this one's a fun one. So it says favorite pizza topping. Honestly, I'm more of a pepperoni jalapeno type of girl. Love jalapenos on my pizza because it makes it like spicy, and I personally love spicy foods. I know a lot of people don't, so I usually prefer like a pepperoni and a jalapeno, or sometimes sausage. Sausage is so good on pizza too, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so there's an airplane that's passing by, and honestly I think something bit me already because I'm getting really itchy. But all right, moving on. The next question is what song do you love the most? Honestly, this one's super duper hard because I love music, and honestly these past 3 weeks I've been listening to the most music ever. Like, I have been listening every single day for everything that I'm doing throughout the day. I've been listening to music, and I've discovered a lot of songs that I used to, you know, listen to when I was middle school, high school type of thing, and rediscover some of the songs. But I personally love, right now, my favorite song at the moment right now is this song. It's called Trapped. It's by a good friend of ours. His name is, his artistic name is Jordan is Dead. He's such a good freaking artist. I am in love with this whole album, The Corridors, and it's literally such a good album, so I highly recommend that you guys check him out. I will link down his Spotify in the below, and I, you know, will leave the song as well. Such an amazing song. I love it. I identify with it so well. And he also does have a video where he does a breakdown of the songs and what he's talking about in each song, if you want to listen to that as well. It's such an amazing album, which actually goes into the next question that somebody asked me on my Instagram, which was your favorite album. Favorite album at the moment would be The Corridors, which is by Jordan is Dead. Like I said, such an amazing album. If I would have to say my favorite album of all time, I would have to say my favorite album is 2014 Forest Hill Drive by J. Cole. Love him. Such an amazing artist as well, and I love that album so much. If I could go back and re-listen to the album again, I like, not really listen to it, but like listen to it for the first time again, I would. Such an amazing album as well. But yeah, that would be what's my favorite song, and what is my favorite album at the moment, because, you know, it changes. But yeah, what film do you love the most, or what's your favorite movie, I guess? Honestly, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. Right now, one of the movies that I have been loving so much, it's called the film is called Someone Great. Yes, it's called Someone Great. I kind of blinked on it because I thought it was Somebody to Love, which I don't even know where I got that from. But yeah, the movie's called Someone Great. It's basically about this girl. If you have not seen it, it's on Netflix. It's a really amazing film, and it goes with like it's basically this girl who, you know, is in a 9-year relationship with her boyfriend, and they break up, and she kind of has to do this whole self-discovery kind of thing because she is going to move to Los Angeles. She lives in New York, so she has to move to LA and you know, do this whole transition. And her boyfriend, who she had just broken up with, didn't want to do long distance, so she kind of just had to, like, you know, end that relationship and everything like that. But yeah, so this movie is such an amazing movie to watch. I highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. It's super sad because she does have like some flashbacks and stuff throughout the movies of her and the relationship, and it's just a little sad, but it's a really, really great movie to watch. Highly recommend, like I said. But yeah, that is my favorite film at the moment because I did watch it when it came out, but I have been rewatching it the past couple of weeks. I watched it twice, I think, already. But yeah, such a good movie. Moving on to the next question, and this is one of my favorite questions. It says, what is your favorite show, TV show? I have all of these. These are like, I have so many favorite TV shows, different ones that have ended, different ones that have, you know, started, and new ones and old ones and everything like that. New ones and old ones and everything in between. Okay, so I have so many different favorite TV shows. However, I am going to talk about some of them. I'm not going to talk about every single one. I'll try to, but I don't want to go too long. But yeah, so one of my favorite TV shows is How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother, which I have no idea what I was doing at, I want to say 12 years old watching this TV show. And I want to say 11. Yeah, I was 11 years old, and we had regular cable. We had regular cable, which was just we had regular cable, which was just channels 0, or not even 0, but channels 1 to 20. And it would grab, like, I think sometimes it would get channels 23, 24, or 25, but those are always like people doing like cooking shows and stuff like that, or not even cooking shows, but trying to sell you a bunch of crap that you don't need. Anyways, there was this channel called My TV 13, which honestly I don't think it exists anymore, but that was the channel. And sometimes when, you know, we didn't have anything to watch, because what we would watch mainly was PBS Kids, which was on channel 11, but obviously cartoons ended, I want to say like around 3. No, I want to say the last cartoon ended at 5, and after that it was just random shit that was on PBS. After that we kind of struggle sometimes trying to figure out what to watch. And one time me and my younger brothers, which is crazy because I have no idea what we were doing watching this show, but we were watching How I Met Your Mother. We found it funny and we started watching it. Like, the episodes weren't like you know, in order, but we would watch it like whenever it would air. So it would air like, I want to say like 7 or 8 p.m. And at night, and we would just go into my parents' room where the TV was, and then just watch How I Met Your Mother. Like I said, I have no idea what we were doing watching the show. And I remember my 6th grade English teacher had asked us what our, you know, favorite TV show was, and I was like, I love How I Met Your Mother. And he's like, oh my gosh, me too. And I'm pretty sure he was kind of weirded out that I, at 11 years old, said, hey, my favorite TV show is How I Met Your Mother, which was not appropriate for me to be watching at my age, but honestly, so worth it, because that TV show has my heart. I love that show so much. That was my favorite. That was my first TV show to ever watch, and it's my favorite TV show to this day. It will always be my favorite. Honestly, I didn't really like the finale, but let's just not go to that point, because it's too much. Still too fresh, even though it was like a couple of years ago. But yeah, honestly, such a great TV show. 9 seasons long. Like I said, the finale is not my favorite, but I highly recommend. If you have not seen How I Met Your Mother, watch it. So funny, and it makes you want to have like a group of friends like they do. I personally don't have that many friends, but you know, just such a great TV show to watch. But that was one of my favorites. I also have another one. It's called The Middle. This one right here. And I honestly love this show as well so much. See, I honestly love this TV show as well, and honestly it's such a funny TV show, relatable, super relatable with like this family, and it's basically one of my comfort shows. How I Met Your Mother and The Middle are one of my favorite comfort shows, to the point where like some people are like, you're watching this again? And I'm like, yes, because like I said, it's one of my favorite comfort shows. Moving on to the next show, I would say my next favorite show would be The Office. We kind of got into The Office pretty late. Not pretty late, but obviously before. No, actually, we kind of did get into it pretty late. But my cousins actually showed my brothers The Office, and we had always seen commercials and stuff about it, but we had never really, you know, took interest in watching The Office. And it wasn't until my brothers actually watched it with my cousin who lives in Arizona, and they would play it when we got home. After we got home, they started playing it, and they would start watching it every day. And you know, I took the time and I was like, fuck it, let's watch it. So I watched it, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, to this day I don't think I've ever seen the full season of the full episodes of the first season, but I know what episodes there are. I just haven't, it was just not my favorite, to be honest. But it's such a great show, super funny and super like, it's just another great comfort show. So yeah, The Office is another one. And I just finished Never Have I Ever, which is chef's kiss. Such an amazing show, such a good show, which I highly recommend. But yeah, those are the only shows that I'm going to talk about, because I feel like I ranted on about these shows way too much. Someone else did ask me a question. They said, if you had a superpower, what would it be? Which is a really fun question. I think I would want my superpower to be flight. So then you can fly. You don't need anything else. You can literally just fly up and skedaddle everywhere. But yeah, that would be my preferred superpower if I were to have one. I think those are the questions. I do have more questions, but I can just include those in another video, or do a whole, you know, ask me questions another time. But for now, I think that's enough with the questions. I think I answered a good amount of questions, a good amount of, you know, firsts, kind of, to get to know me a little bit better. But yeah, this video was really fun to film. Obviously it's a little too loud outside, but that's okay. But yeah, it's a fun video. Now I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and just you know, get it uploaded for you guys. But for my next video, I will try to figure out what I want to do. I'm not 100% sure yet. I have to put my game plan on and, like, you know, take down everything that I want to do. So yeah, super excited for upcoming videos. I will go ahead and link my Instagram and my YouTube. I will link down my Instagram and my TikTok below. Last time I didn't end up linking them for my last video, just because it was giving me a hard time to link them and everything. But this time I will for sure link them down below if you guys want to follow me on TikTok or on Instagram. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, whatever, you know, leave me any comments with any other questions if you have any other questions. But yeah, I am so excited for the next upcoming videos, and thank you so much for all the support. If you guys can, like I said, like and subscribe, that would make me so happy. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Have a good one. Bye.